Congratulations! You had applied for summer internship in many companies and finally you got that offer letter which you had been waiting for. Excited, right? And equally nervous because it's the first time you will be stepping into a company or basically into a corporate sector. I can understand your inner struggle because once I was there, I was struggling for summer internship in many companies, and finally I got the offer from one of my dream companies into the airlines industry, right? But now I am on the other side of the table, mentoring interns and giving them assignments during their internship journey. And today I want to share one secret with all of you. I successfully managed to convert my 2 months internship into a full-time job offer into the same company. Great, right? And that is why in this video today, I'm going to share with you all my do's and don'ts to create those first positive impressions, to create your own brand in the company, and to leave the company with a lasting legacy so that the company wants to absorb you and take you back once you complete your graduation. The first and the last points are equally important, so keep watching my video till the end. Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new to my channel, a big hello. My name is Razia Khatun. I am an HR strategist and a certified life coach. With my over 18 years of experience into human resources and my life coaching experience, I guide aspiring students, young freshers, and of course, passionate professionals into a career, mindset, and a life they are really worth of. So do keep watching my video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel because it will really motivate me to make more and more useful videos for all of you. What are the do's and don'ts of being an intern, right? Let me specify the 4 don'ts which according to me are really important. First don't start your summer internship without a clear established project plan. This comes from my personal experience because when I reached the company, the first question the HR director asked me was, "Where is your project plan?" And I was completely clueless about it. So that is why have a project scope, the project title, the project methodology ready with you when you reach your company. Because this gives a very clear direction to your manager and your mentors what you want to achieve towards the end of your 2 month summer internship, right? Second don't take your summer internship casually. Take it seriously because believe me, these summer internships in a good company are like a shining star in your resume. So these summer internships should be taken seriously because these are like gateways of your full-time career opportunity. So take them seriously. Don't just let it go by chance. The third don't, and which is very commonly observed in interns, don't wait for others to approach you to introduce themselves to you. Instead, do the vice versa. Go and introduce yourself to others. Seize that opportunity. Meet people, network with them, be it in an elevator, in the cafeteria, in the office complex, anywhere. Take an opportunity to introduce yourself to others. It's a great way to show your confidence and self-esteem, right? And the fourth don't, which is equally important, don't be too casual or candid in the office during your conversation. Nobody has the time or is interested to listen to your long stories that you had a great family get together, you had a birthday party last night, or you went to play football. Keep your unofficial talks short and brief. Stay professional as much as you can because you are creating your brand value. Comment section below, write what are your don'ts during your internship. We should learn from each other and I would be really interested to know what are your don'ts. So now coming to what are our do's. So here what I have done, I have given you 10 do's and I have put a small word against each of the 10 letters of internship for your easy understanding and for your memory. So, for example, number one, I in internship, it stands for impressions. For me, it's very important because you must have heard of the popular phrase, first impressions are the lasting impressions. And you make a lot of communication even when you are not speaking, your body language communicates. So please create those first positive impressions, which definitely lead to long lasting impressions. So, how do you make those first positive impressions? By your body language first. Have a very confident body posture, right? Your chin parallel to the ground, your shoulders not slouching but straight, right? You should be having a confident eye gaze, and then you should wear a smile on your face. Dress up well, all right? See the company culture when you visited them for an interview. See how people dress themselves up. So follow the same pattern and dress up in a really formal attire during your internship. Be punctual. It's a very good practice to reach office a bit early because the manager would love to see you before he himself arrives to the office. So be punctual every day. And then stand up and introduce yourself to others, because there is always a meet and greet etiquette followed in office. So when people see you introducing yourself confidently and professionally to others, they take a note of your confidence. And what happens? You turn out to be a likable and approachable intern. Extend your hands for a firm handshake, not a wet fish handshake or a bone crushing handshake. I have seen people doing that. So please be careful about these things. And during these COVID-19s, a little bit careful on how to do the handshake. One secret tip to be used over here is use the elevator pitch, as if you have just 20 to 30 seconds with someone who is in an elevator with you, and how you introduce yourself to them. This is how I will introduce myself to others. Hi, my name is Razia Khatun. I am on a 2 months internship in Human Capital Division, and I am working under my mentor, Mr. So-and-so. I am studying from ABC University, doing my majors in human resources. With this project, I aim to understand the employee life cycle right from the time they are hired till they retire. And it's a pleasure meeting you. So the second one, N. N in internship stands for names and notebook. So names first, all right? So it's very professional to use the names of the people during the conversation. So what do? Write down the names of the people whom you have met or who have inducted you during your internship journey. It's very important to remember the names when you are having a conversation with them and taking their names during the conversation. It makes you look confident, all right? Also, when you get the names, try to find their names in Outlook so that you can see the respective position they are holding and the respective teams they are working for, and also the location. So you can always invite them to have a coffee with you, and during the coffee chat you can develop a good rapport and relationship with those people, right? So noting down names is really very important, and remembering them is equally important. And notebook. Always carry a notebook, a diary or journal with you during your internship journey. Take a thick one, all right? It's good. And it's better if it's date wise. It's a diary for that particular year. It's really good because you have to take down a lot of things. It's a 2 months internship. So you have to take down a lot of things because it gives you a lot of opportunity to learn. And most importantly, whenever your manager is giving you directions, it's very important to write them down, make them notes, keep it very organized and systematic, because your manager may not be in a position, he may be too busy to give you directions over and over again. So when you have notes, you can always refer back to them, and this shows the people around you that you are systematic and professional and organized. So maintain this practice of remembering names and taking down notes in a notebook. It will be a source of reference for you all the time. Right, so the third one, T. T in internship, it stands for targets and timeline. So let me ask a question to you. How do you reach from point A to point B in the most optimal manner or in the shortest time and most successfully? You need to follow a path and a guideline with targets and timelines, right? So that is what is needed in your internship journey. A clear goal, a clear objective setting, and a clear roadmap is needed to initiate your internship journey, all right? So when you have the first meeting with your manager and your mentor during your internship, tell them what are your objectives, how do you want to start, and what you want to achieve towards the end of your internship. This will give a very clear idea to your manager and to your mentor that what you want to achieve out of this internship, right? And then definitely ask them this question that what do they expect from you as an intern. All right, so this kind of communication, a two-way communication, will really help you to have a healthy internship journey. And the most important thing is that you have to really smash your internship with a successful project. So keep this in mind, don't ignore this. So have targets and timelines during this 8-week internship journey, so that you are doing a bit of everything every day and you are trying to achieve the bigger picture towards the end of this 8-week internship period. All right, so now we are going good. I hope you're understanding the concepts which I'm explaining to you. And if you are able to relate to my video till now, if you're sticking to my video till now, that means that I'm making sense to you. So please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, so that I am motivated to make more and more videos like this for you. All right, so coming to E. E is going the extra mile. Who doesn't love people who think outside the box and do extra initiatives? So always go that extra mile to help people out in the office, because if you're going to help these people, you will be like a go-to person, a go-getter, and people will trust you. They will find you a very reliable intern and they will approach you for their own tasks. Yet at one point of time, if there is an immense workload, do share it and do talk to your manager about it. Don't say that you're not able to manage the workload. Tell them that what is the priority, what is the first thing that you should be doing. So this kind of approach of going the extra mile, helping people, optimizing the resources within the office, and then gradually, this really helps you to build upon your credibility as you work in the company during your internship. So mind it, take that extra mile to be that favorite, that go-to intern during your internship journey, and I challenge you that you will definitely get a full-time offer letter before you finish your summer training. So here we are with R. R in internship stands for review. All right, and this is, I believe, the most crucial phase of your internship journey, because your manager is expected to give you a mid-intern feedback, and you as an intern is expected to take it very positively, and the people who take it positively, they fly. All right, so it's like a good learning curve, it's like a good developmental opportunity for you, because your manager will definitely take a feedback from your mentors and peers with whom you have worked in the project. So he will sum up, he will average, and he will present the results to you. He will tell you your areas of strengths, he will tell you your areas of improvement and what you need to work upon during your next phase of the internship journey. So take it very positively, because believe me, in corporate sector, the feedback is spontaneous, very fast, and then the learning curve is very fast, and sometimes the feedback is brutally honest. So you have to be having that strong mindset, that resilient mindset, that this feedback is for your own good. And the people who take such kind of feedbacks very positively and these kind of constructive criticisms very positively are the ones who shine in the longer run. All right, be very thick-skinned and try to improve upon yourself. All right, so here we are with N. N stands for network, one of the most crucial phases of your internship journey, because this is going to last long. So network, develop a relationship, develop a rapport with your seniors, with your mentors, with your managers, and consistently maintain that rapport on social media platforms like LinkedIn. It's very important. All right, so what happens when you are doing your internship? You will be having a mentor, you will be having a peer support group, and you will be having seniors and managers. So mentor is somebody who anchors you through your internship journey. He is standing with you, giving you all guidelines and telling you about the projects and what you need to accomplish. So a good mentor definitely leads into a successful internship journey. So maintain a good rapport with your mentor. So it's very important as an intern, when you're doing a job shadowing with them, learn the nuances from them, observe them very closely, and see how they are outperforming in their roles. So it's very helpful for you. All right, then the peer support group. Internship is not an easy journey, it has a lot of challenges. So when you have good peers along with you, you will really enjoy your internship journey, because they are on the same platform as you are. So definitely there is no competition as such, and you will enjoy the journey together as friends. All right, and then comes the management, your managers. All right, so your seniors. So it's definitely very good to have a coffee chat with all kind of seniors and develop a good rapport, understand the nature of their work, understand more about the company, and get more insights into the company projects and the deliverables. So always being that person who is networking and developing a good relationship and honest rapport with your seniors and your mentors and your peers, it's really very good idea to take you through your internship journey, because that is going to build upon your credibility. And definitely these people are a good source of references and recommendations when it comes to your seeking job opportunities in other companies as well. So take this networking opportunity very seriously in your internship journey. S is standing for skills development. All right. So, for example, the first and foremost skill development which you will really experience in a corporate sector is your skill of public speaking. All right, glossophobia, as we say, the fear of public speaking is innate in all of us, and when you work in a corporate sector, you get a great opportunity to learn this art. So, take the opportunity to speak in meetings whenever you get one, to speak in town halls, and to improve upon your public speaking skills. You can brush up your soft skills, hard skills, I would say, like the computer skills like MS Word, PowerPoint, and MS Excel. You get a lot of opportunity to brush up your computer skills during your internship journey. When it comes to soft skills, you can work most importantly on your public speaking skills. You can work upon your emotional intelligence, decision making, problem solving skills, the empathy skills, and so many corporate etiquettes which each one of us should know before we finally go as a full-time employee there. So learn and brush up all these hard skills and soft skills as much as you can. So skills development is really very important during your internship journey to make you a capable employee after you graduate. Yes, now we come to H. So H for humility. You may be a very confident intern, a very confident student, but then at the same time you have to show a lot of humility, right? Because if you're arrogant and if you show to the management and your manager and mentor that you know everything, it's not going to help. You will not be that indispensable intern. Be like a sponge, you can take as much of information as you can, because it's a great learning opportunity for you. But then at the same time you have to be very humble in your approach and be open for everything that's coming your way. All right, so practice humility, be humble. So as we move ahead, we come to I, lovely, right? I stands for inquisitive. You know what is the best part of being an intern? You have to show that you don't know anything and you have to learn everything. All right, and I as your mentor will also expect the same from you, that you know nothing about the company, you know nothing about the project, and have to train and mentor you on everything. So be inquisitive, ask as many questions as you can. Never ever be afraid or shy to ask questions. You should get all the insights from A to Z about a particular thing, and nobody should mind telling it. The only hack over here is that maintain notes and maintain a diary so that you write down everything and keep it as a future reference, because as a mentor I will hate repeating those set of instructions to you again. All right, and here is the final one, last but not least, the 10th point, P. P in internship here stands for your project, and by this I mean the final project which you will be submitting to the company, one copy, and one copy you will be taking to your college for your submission there. All right, so this project is so critical, so important. I can't explain you enough how important it is. So make sure that you smash and nail this project, because this is one of the things on which you will be graded, you will be getting marks, and this will be adding to your score in the GPA. So nail that project, all right, and then make sure that you present it to the senior management and let them know what value you have added to this particular project and to the company you have worked for. So why not? Won't this turn into a full-time employment offer? Won't the company miss your presence once you complete your 2 months internship? It will definitely, and you will be definitely given that pre-employment offer letter. You will be definitely reserved a position finally once you graduate. That happened with me, and it will be happening with you as well. Make sure you smash that final project. Okay, so this brings us to the end of 10 points under internship. And do always remember, the right keys for your success are within you. You just need to explore them. And if you have not watched my last video on how I became the gold medalist of my university, do watch it. If you have liked my video today, alright, please do not forget to hit the like button. Do share it with your family, friends and peers whom you think can benefit out of this video. And please do subscribe to my channel, because this will definitely motivate me to make useful videos for all of you. So I will see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Ciao.